Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Sydney Parade. It's Saturday. I'd love to say sunny Saturday, but it's overcast. You're here today to watch Pembroke thirds taking on Railway Union fourths. Something like Division 8, I believe this is.
Yep.
Division 8 is confirmed. I assume Railway have won the toss. Attention may be taken for some of you elsewhere on the basis of the first 11 playing in Merion today, where things aren't going Pembroke's way, that's for sure. And we're underway here. Sen opened the bowling. First one driven out into the offside. Loads of appeals going on. Umpire Pat Carthy unmoved by all of them. And a very happy birthday. Yeah, nowhere near. Very happy birthday to Andy Hill today, head of youth cricket. Another one allowed to go through to the keeper. I assume that's harsh behind the stumps. Appears to be Bouchan standing at first slip. And also in your picture, top right, Phil Blackley. Another swinging bat from the batsman to no avail. Again, that big swing bringing forth the appeal. As for the weather today at Sydney Parade, well, I can see, let's say 5% blue sky, 90% fluffy white, and 5% white. If anybody out there fancies coming down and joining me here today in the commentary box, more than welcome. Can't wait to get Steve McCarthy on air and get his views on some of the history of Sydney Parade and of Pembroke. Well, a maiden to open the day. And the batsman's had a chance to see what the bowler's doing. Saturday morning DIY going on around the place. It's great to see the place looking greener as a result of the recent rain. God, I left work yesterday. It was torrential as I got into my car. Windscreen wipers on full belt, front and back. And then I got as far as Bagot Street, and suddenly it looked like it hadn't rained at all. Rian there then from the St John's end. Nice line down past the off stump, past the batsman. Another swinging bat. Both of these batsmen keen to get bat on ball. Both unable to do so far. Well, Bangladesh's bubble has certainly been burst, having beaten Australia in the first test in Darwin within 4 days. They're playing now, I believe, in Townsville. And Pakistan all out for 64. Australia 35 for 1. Oh, Bangladesh, sorry. Finally bat on to ball, out to a fielder, another dot ball. This will be frustrating for the batsman. Kumar and Garg, the opening batsman, neither one off the mark as yet. It's Kumar facing. Again, low bat off ball, straight to fielder.
And you get first person on chance. I want you, boy, I want you.
Our first French viewer for a while. Normally our French viewer from Bordeaux. I don't know whereabouts in France you are. MCD 6 game. But thanks for getting in touch and thanks for tuning in. It's good to have somebody to talk to out there. Never look at the viewing figures until, well, the end of the game, really. Otherwise, you'd be sitting here with 2 people watching and thinking, what am I doing?
13.
Well, there you go. Niall's now told me there's 13 of you out there tuned in, and thank you very much for that. Do appreciate it. Makes getting up and getting down here and setting up worthwhile. And so far, we've seen 13 dot balls. The projected score after 40 overs at the moment is 0. And the run rate is 0. Massive, massive swing looking for that shot through and over extra cover. Wasn't there on this occasion. Sen, ball coming out the back of his hand, getting it through to the keeper.
As superb a start as this is by Pembroke, I can guarantee you they cannot bowl 40 overs without giving away an extra.
Ah, that's Sahil, who's over in France watching his team perform while he enjoys the heat wave that France is currently experiencing. I hope he's in plenty of shelter, or at least some shade. Good man, Sahil. Another dot ball. My goodness. We're off to a flyer here. 16 dot balls. Well, it's a cracking start from the Pembroke bowlers. And hello to Irish Rail fan joining us this afternoon. It's almost like a May Day. It's got that sort of breeze coming across the ground. A bit from the north. And finally, one gets through a fielder in the ring. It is only a single, but it's the first single of the game and gets a good round of applause from the Railway players on the sideline. I say Railway players on the sideline because at the moment we have spectators numbering less than I have fingers on one hand. So more of you out there watching than there are down here watching. I'm sure a few people are up in Anglesey Road watching the firsts, and certainly the way that game has started, you're going to find a few of those will be tuning in to see how the thirds are getting on and whether it's worth coming down to Pembroke for a game of cricket. Another massive swing. These batsmen not afraid to show the maker's name to the bowler.
I can never remember to bring that back up. It's years down here.
There again. McCarthy lets that one go, just about, I suspect. And one run off the first 20 balls.
I wonder how long it is since a Pembroke team here managed to bowl that many dot balls to start.
Yeah. Well, we could go back through 5,911 replays now. Let's see if that applies. This one chopped down by the batsman to first slip.
It's definitely not this season.
No. Do remember, if you want to join the live chat, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Just about reaching the 5,000 subscribers now. Well, one just popped into the leg side with enough lack of pace to enable them to get through for the single whilst the fielder was trotting into the ball. Well, the batsmen find themselves back at the ends they started. Does this mean another 3 overs of very few runs? So he'll do let us know whereabouts in France you are, and beside the pool doesn't count.
I'm confident we won't need them.
Just in case. Never any harm to bring out the walls of the gazebo, especially when the weather is like this. You never know. Oh, another one. No footwork from the batsman, goes through to the keeper. Good end to the over, just the one run coming from it. So after 4 overs, or 24 deliveries, score is 2 without loss. Railway playing the long game. Very happy birthday to Andy Hill today. Andy, who's head of youth cricket here at Sydney Parade. Puts a lot of work in, not only with the youth, but also on the executive committee. Josh Evans doing the fielding there. A bit of sunlight breaking through as we see the first proper appeal for LBW. Well, all I'll say, Sahil, is I presume you're in the passenger seat if you're watching intently.
Nice gigs.
Keegan Ship with a neat bit of fielding straight over the top for the keeper. Perpignan to Toulouse. I'd say that's a lovely drive if you're in an air-conditioned car. Well, there's lack of scoring as we've seen. There's also been a lack of wickets, so honours even really at the moment. So you can always catch up the run scoring. Another good delivery. Decent pace, decent line, and a very good length. Getting that one through to the keeper. Kumar, 9 deliveries now without scoring. Garg with all 3 of the runs that have been scored. At what stage does the pressure grow? Well, when you get a good delivery like that, all you can do is keep it out, whether you're on 0 off 9 or 9 off 2. Well, for those thirds not on the field today, captain striking a very strong note. Nicely fielded by Keegan Ship again. Apparently the thirds have a real chance of promotion this year if they win this one and their final game. All the hard work comes down to this, is what the captain says from his AC car somewhere between Perpignan and Toulouse. One run in each of the last 3 overs after 2 maidens, and that's the story of the game so far. Really not letting Railway away with too much here.
Quick look at the league table suggests they need swords to
Do them a favour. Or to,
win all their games as well. Or it's a game in hand, 8 points or something behind them. Take that.
first extra of the game. And second extra of the game.
Good lens, boy.
Oh, lovely breakfast this morning. Guests around to join us.
Good lens, boy.
Including a 1-year-old. Great fun. Really enjoyable. Another one. Well, they learnt that there was a single there earlier. And they take another one now. Sixers, of course, playing in Rush tomorrow. There's another flashing bat. Misses out completely. The firsts, well, they play Merion today in the league, and that's a Very important game and not going Pembroke's way at all. And then tomorrow, Pembroke take the journey up the M1 to the Lawn, Warringstown, where they will face Lisbon in the All-Ireland T20. Cut away with some force. Rian Puri doing the fielding. We'll see his left arm spin later on, no doubt at all. At the moment, well, the opener's doing a fabulous job of just containing Railway. No fast start here today at Sydney Parade. Very good morning as well. If you're watching, Mary Sharp, I hope all is well. I believe Kieran will be back in the country soon enough. Short pictures of him outside the EU. Social media. Kumar now to face his 15th delivery. And this time, at the 15th time of asking, he gets off the mark and does so with a boundary. Like a coiled cobra, he just struck on this one. A little bit wide, not a huge amount of foot movement, but none was needed. It was in the right spot for him to parrot away past point, and it ran down, reaching the boundary, and the first boundary of the day. 7 coming from the over. Ten on the board. Well, there's Garg doing all the hard work and picking up singles here and there to get to 4 of 22. Kumar, scoreless after 14 balls, draws level with the 15th ball. 36, 37 balls bowled. 38th, a little bit aerial, but again it finds the boundary. Batsman obviously deciding that they've had enough of being tied down. They want to take it on now. Again, bit of width. Nice foot movement into that shot. Nice straight bat. And that ensured the boundary. Quiet day in Sydney Parade today. I don't know if there's engineering works or what's happening, but there haven't been too many darts going past yet. Another full face of the bat, and it's going to find the rope again. And they're dealing in boundaries now. Batsmen starting to find their length now. Kumar with successive boundaries. Doesn't make it 3 in a row, and quite sensibly when you see the class of delivery he received.
Nicely done, boy.
Gets down to field his own bowling. Top end of the ground, still retaining some of that brownness of the recent heat wave. Starting to come back to green. Far greener down here in front of us at the St John's end, and in fact along Cyril's Way. Just not the depth of soil at the top end to. It's actually been fascinating seeing aerial pictures. In the UK, the news programmes, of course, always rush round to reservoirs, and stately homes are quite good because you can see the layout of the gardens as they were before, as the ground absorbs water at different rates. Well, that went everywhere. Good delivery, though, from there. Not expecting any rain here today.
Say that.
I am,
How good the forecast is.
I am touching wood. .97 for 5 in Anglesey Road. Danny Hogan on 28, Jack Tector on 29. Well, the much vaunted Pembroke batting at card. So many times we've said they back down to 11. Today seems to be the day when they're determined to show us. Well, they are playing Merion, of course, so as long as Paul Lawson isn't dismissed, there's always hope.
Too lazy to check what the scores were in those games.
Yeah, I'm not going back that far. It'll be interesting to see how long the stand-in skipper, I'm very conscious of the fact the actual skipper is watching. This one lifted over the ring, through to extra cover. Lovely shot, lovely result.
The show deleted without realising they're looking.
Yep, time spent in the bush. Ball finally emerges. New Zealand, South Africa for the egg chasers today. 3-test series down in South Africa. Just tucked off the hips for a single. Score. Well, the run rate now above 3. Net surprisingly quiet, especially after an under-13s game. I suppose all the parents have whipped them off home after that early start. Another one also tucked around to the leg side. Rion Nair prevents a second with a fine pick up and throw.
I think the speed he got there did enough.
Yep. No, once they saw the speed at which he covered the ground and had got to the ball. Phil Blackley, our one scorer there today. He's doing a sterling job with both book and live scoring. I don't know where my head is. Of course, Nick Blackley down in the score box. Phil Blackley on the pitch. Phil asked to train with the firsts. He was asked to train with the firsts last week. Recognition of what a fine job he's doing. Also, I suspect, of what a great fielder he is. On the back foot. Late appeal from the bowler. Let's see it again here for yourself. Don't think there's too much trouble there for the umpire. And I don't think the bowler's chopped, so they're not getting it. 9 overs gone, 28 on the board. 7 coming from that one, and that run rate, as I say, creeping ever upwards.
And 100 is up.
And the firsts have reached 100. Quite the score they would have been hoping to put up today. But overcast conditions probably made batting quite tricky. Is it the first game there since the horse show as well? No, I know they don't park any horse boxes on the square. And of course, with the weather we've had this year, they'd have hardly done any damage to the outfield. I've seen years in Merion. You have to remember that it is a major source of income for the club. But I've seen years where the outfield has been quite dug up and doesn't look great after the horse show. That certainly wouldn't have been the case this year. And according to the scientists, next year, they reckon that this year's El Nino is the most influential since 1877. I'm surprised they even knew where El Nino was in 1877, let alone the effect it was having on the climate of the rest of the world.
I don't know that they did.
Oh my word! Well, you heard it here on the mics. What a ball. Big swing from the batsman. Kumar departs. He'd been dealing in mainly boundaries, but on this occasion, he got one that came back in between bat and pad, and not only did it take the bails, it took the stump right out of the ground. Always a great sight for a fast bowler. Always like to see this. It's an expansive shot from the batsman, one he may be ruining right now. But it came back in enough just to take that off stump. And again, the lack of footwork doing for the Railway batsman. 28 for 1. 9.3 overs gone. It's a lovely sight seeing that stump come out of the ground like that. But a first wicket down in the 10th over. End of the power play, of course. Ex-President Walsh sitting down in the nook.
Sure, why not? See him tumble again.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Rian Nair will see it again and again. That may even become a screensaver, that one. That's a super ball. And as I say, nothing nicer for a quick bowler than seeing that stump leaving the ground. Oh, Rian, I think also hearing two sounds there. Khan, the new man in. Nice bit of fielding.
Sorry.
Phil Blackley at mid-off today. Does that suggest he's today's captain? It would be a position he'd take up if he were. Oh, you can see Khan, he's looking to get the bat swinging. Run rate drops below 3 again at the end of 10. It's 28 for 1 and a wicket maiden for Ian Nair. Many congratulations to him for that. Oh, here we go. Wicket keeper's putting his helmet on. It's time for some fun.
There have been 3 games in Merrion for the record since
Okay.
2's game and 3's game.
I don't think the under-11 girls game would have made too much difference. Although I did see a post from Dale the other day asking that the youth players not mark their fielding positions when they're standing on the square. Pitch number 2, I think. Oh, pitch 5, I think, or 6. There was a kid just marking his place at mid-wicket where he should be fielding. It's the sort of kid that in his Christmas stocking now is going to receive a bowling mark. Well, a bit loose to start with from Viran. Played down the ground. That will bring Khan on strike. Kind of got away with that one. Yeah, could be. Stretching out the arms. Let's see how many revs you can get onto this delivery. That's much better. Again, played down to the same fielder for the same result. As far as cricket clubs are concerned, 57 wickets Vian has at this stage. Not this year. That's in his total cricket club's career. Great to see the introduction of spin early today. That's a super ball through the defences of the batsman, dragging him forward. Could be that wicketkeeper has a great chance of a stumping here. This time stays back based on the length of the delivery. Taps it into the offside. So that's the end of Puri's first over. And just the 3 runs from it. 31 for 1. No railway scorer today. Unusual that both teams don't provide a scorer.
Division 8.
Well, no. Both sides aren't running a book then. But Nick has obviously said, leave it to me.
Good boy. Good boy.
Rian into his 6th over now from the St John's end. Suspect this may be his last. Quite cool today. Number of players in their short sleeves.
Really good boy. Good.
Shadow wide. It would have hit the batsman if he'd stayed where he was. Oh no, I didn't hear anything.
Top work, Ryan. Nicely done, boy. Nice, Ryan.
12 overs have slipped by. Another maiden from there. Game has settled down now. Very quiet start. 3 runs coming from the first 5 overs and 1 wicket coming in the 10th over. Vihan, who has to be a contender this year for the bowling trophies. Bit too full in length. It's a nice delivery. Again, getting the batsman onto the front foot.
Good stuff, Bihan.
Somebody's quite busy with their drill there this morning. Suppose now's the time to be making repairs to sheds and things before winter. Another one gets past the bowler.
Go, Bihan.
Marion seconds, 96 for 6. They're away to Leinster. That's a good ball. Again, I think there was 2 noises there. Here we'll see this delivery again. Yeah, I think bat on to pad.
Pitch in line.
Well, that was in the slot. It's been driven and driven aerially out to long off. Phil Blackley gets close to his brother in the box to fetch that one back. And this is the great thing about Vian, is he's not going to let that bother him. It's so strange to see Clontarf playing Phoenix today in the Championship. 2 sides that normally you'd expect to be in the top 6 when the split came. They both found themselves behind Railway. So they're both in the championship this year. Clontarf's 150th.
Boom, that. Timmy. Not Timmy. Stop. Keep it square.
Lots of games in their early stages. But there is a lot of cricket on in Leinster today. So we're very grateful to those of you who have tuned in for this Division 8 game in Sydney Parade. That had width, and as a result, lands very close to down below us, and it's the first maximum of the day. Stephen Shah just leaving that one a little bit too far outside the off stick, letting the batsman swing his arms with full strength, and he found that white container amongst down, getting ready preparations for the rugby season. Won't be too long before that's upon us, of course. Another boundary. Clipped away to leg, and Shah not having the start he wanted. Well bowled, Ryan.
Thanks, Craig.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. Knocking the stump out the ground.
There's plenty of replays of it anyway for you. Because we like watching the stump come out the ground too.
Yeah, it sounded nice as well.
We used to be bowlers.
Go, Daman!
Much better delivery. He'll feel better for that. Who wouldn't? Again, a little bit short, but now cover has been put out on the boundary. Keegan Ship. These batsmen settling in quite nicely now. 20 on between them. Garg still going along quite steadily.
Where's that €60 less?
Slight breeze coming across the ground. Not a cold one, but not a warm one either. Just a breeze. A few birds. Last sounds of summer, perhaps. Mid-August, mid to late August. Oh. 14 overs gone, and Pembroke yet to concede 50 runs. I don't think they can complain too much of that. A decent start. Railway, however, will also be pleased. They've only lost the 1 wicket in getting there. And a wicket has fallen in Anglesey Road. 125 for 6 now.
Danny Hogan, bowled. Jack is still there.
Captain Jack.
Waiting for Paul.
Send Paul Lawson in next. If only to see the reaction of the Merriam players if they did get Paul out. Would it be a sense of relief or a triumph, or, I mean, it would be quite telling. 50 up for Railway 4th 11. Round of applause rippling along a couple of benches. This one beats the keeper as well, but well fielded. Then Shah with the commitment to stopping that one going any further.
It's still like handling noises sometimes.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hearing.
I am going to move it again.
Oh, choosing the wrong one to go after the batsman on that occasion. Flew into the keeper's hands. What a good over this has been. A quick over is a good over. Batsman really wants to get after him at this stage, but decides to keep out the last ball. Regrets his decision, thinks that one was a bit wider. I could have powered that one through the covers, but he didn't. And as a result, the score now after 15 overs is 50 for the loss of that one wicket to fall thus far.
Still waiting to see who's got it.
Jihan, come in the ring. Come on.
Skipper, how delighted with the way the seamers went first up. Oh, nicely bowled from Shah. Nice change of pace. It was recognised by the batsman. He gets a single out of it. But it was good to see that a slower delivery could be just as accurate, if not more accurate, than the fast ones before. Batsman standing on the wrong side there. Thank you very much. No single taken on this occasion, and probably quite wisely too. Finding a line and a length he's happier with now, Shah.
JP has joined duty.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
Joe, a very capable batsman.
Oh, now, catch coming out.
Another slower delivery, beautifully bowled. Single taken from it, but as I say, just floated down there by Shah. Batsman very cautious. And there, making sure that the crossbox slapped down the ground. Doesn't give away any more than a single. End of the over. 16 gone now. 4 from that over. Pembroke have used 4 bowlers now. 16 overs gone. they'll be just as happy with the 1 wicket down. Well, drinks break so often brings a wicket, and it has done in Anglesey Road. The score there now 126 for 7. Pembroke, well,
A short whistle.
yeah, JP in and JP out.
Well, second ball.
Oh, unfortunate for JP. Good length from the spinner. Right in at the batsman's feet. He did manage to jam it out for a single.
Your way now.
Bar not yet open. Dangerously close to drinks. 4 overs to go. I'm suspecting we have Sean today. Function on last night. Again, nicely tossed up again. This one gets through the fielder in the ring. Keegan Shipp, though, will save any blushes. It's really digging it out in the half volley. We show so many great stops and catches by Phil Blackley. On this occasion, we saw one. Was it him or was it Josh? It may have been Josh Evans.
Yep, Phil's down.
Hmm?
Phil's down with it.
That's Philip Byrne in the pink, is it?
No. Phil Blackley's down with pick.
Oh, right.
It was Josh. That is the score in the pink. Here you go, Greg.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So there are 2 scores.
Oh, good. Perhaps only one chair. Well, they've decided to go after Sharp. That was the intent of the batsman there from the very start. Boundary for him off the first ball. Oh, lifted, but lifted safely. Not too far away from the fielder.
Don't be too deep now. Cover the holes and don't get too deep.
Well, this one hit down the ground. Real Nair will be required to cover a few yards. But the speed at which he covers those few yards prevents the second being taken. Again, that slower ball coming out of the hand at a far slower pace. Geiger's moved on to 34 now. Taking him 58 balls to get there. Khan batting at 67.
Really nice, Darren.
This is a nice comeback after conceded 6 from the first 3 deliveries. I was watching Bullseye last night. There's this one that gets thumped down the ground. It will still just be a single though. What amused me about it was the prizes, as well as the fashions and the haircuts. But the prizes, a tease made, a child's pedal car, fishing equipment.
I'm guessing this wasn't a rebate then. It was a
No, this was a classic. Jim Bowen. And what do you do? Oh, unemployed. Well, that's great. Super smashing. Yeah. But the best thing about it was the winners won about 6 prizes on Bully's prize board, including the jackpot. And they decided they wouldn't go for Bully's special prize. So the next couple came in, 2 blokes. They said, yep, here, take what we've won so far. Keep your glass and your Bully. And they said, right, you've got 6 darts to get 101. And the non-dart player goes first. The batsman takes a chunk out of Dale's square. Oh, too short. Oh, done too, too fast onto the shot, sir. Didn't wait for it. It was at the right length for him. Cool, he nearly did himself a damage there. He's having trouble reading the spinner. I know exactly how he feels. So the non-dart thrower stands up to the oche, throws the first dart and gets triple 19 for 57. Gets his second dart, puts it in the same bed, and they said, you've won. And the dart player didn't even get to throw. Short again. So they won Bully's special prize, a caravan. Caravan for a very small family of 4, I suspect. 2 of the 4 would have to be under 5, I think, for you to fit them in the cupboards. But, classic programme. No, 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 no. 68 for 1 now. This one getting a fine knock off the pads. It will get to the boundary. Escorted, chased, pursued by Shah. And ends the over with a second for 8 coming from the over. And the score moving on to 72 for 1. Shah to continue from the St John's end now. Umpire Pat Carthy takes the headwear. Well, an overthrow. So you can get 2 for this shot. Just a little dab. Amazing, isn't it? You can crash onto the boundary and get a single. And you play one like that and end up getting 2 for it. Myself and Maliki batting for the Silver Foxes. Last Monday had a 7 between overthrows and finally an overthrow that reached the boundary. I then ran Mal out, I think, with the very next delivery. $131 for 8 up in Anglesey Road now.
Jack Tector has departed. To be replaced by,
Paul Lawson.
of course,
300 still on the cards then. Shah using that slower delivery. There's great effect here. Two balls away from drinks. Well, that beats the despairing chase of the fielder down the line. Gets away for a boundary. 9 off the over now. And Railway will be feeling very good, having reached the halfway mark, or very nearly, with the loss of only 1 wicket. Shah has bowled better than the 8 and over he's been going at. And with the score on 81 for 1, we will take drinks.
Maybe one right after drinks here.
Well, that's the wish. One right after drinks. And another 8 to go with it would be nice. Vigan will open up after the drinks interval. Pembroke reaching the heady heights of 145 for 8 now in Anglesey Road. Clipped out into the leg side for a single. A very sedate start. Kumar now on 49. 49. And it's taken him 70 deliveries to get that. He won't be worried about those 70 deliveries. The important thing is he is still there. Throw not too far off the stumps, but missed anyway. The batsman was home anyway. Takes a bit of the excitement out of the fielding. There is a dart. Haven't seen one for a while. This one outside off, flayed at, and flayed successfully. It goes to the boundary. 4. And that brings up his half century. Just saw the width on offer and lifted it. There are 2 fielders there, and it got between the 2 of them. Ran away to the boundary and brings up a half century for Kumar. More width again. This time Keegan's ship is in the vicinity and prevents any more than a single. This one in the air. Oh, Nair can't quite get to it. The 2 of them getting in each other's way. Sen and Nair, the opening bowlers. Good effort. And the first opportunity that Puri will really be thinking he could have taken a wicket there. Cut away. It's aerial. And you can see Nair coming in. The fielder, Sen, behind him. Don't think would have got to it either. And they survive that delivery. 21 overs gone, 90 on the board. What will be a good target at the end, do you think? 225? Would that seem about right?
That wasn't a catch though. Red, come in. No catch.
Field Marshal Blackley setting the field. Bhushan in front of us now.
Hey Craig, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All good, all good.
Have you got a message for Sahil? He's watching in France.
Oh, okay. No. Just tell him we lost the toss.
Did you lose the toss?
We lose the toss.
Well, you've told him yourself.
Easy.
Change of bowling now at the St John's end.
Kicks.
Keegan's ship into the action. Plenty of revs on the ball, just a little bit too much room. These first 2 deliveries chopped out to the fence at point.
Oh,
Just about inside the blue line.
really good kick.
Oh, this one cut away. If there'd been a slip in place, it would have been the simplest of catches. As it is, it's the simplest of fours. A thin line between success and failure. He finds the edge. And it's just enough.
Good kid.
And he picks up a wicket with the very next delivery. Khan departs for 24. Keegan Shipp picks up his first wicket to a nice catch at point. Shah it is, taking the catch and taking the plaudits. Second wicket falls in the 22nd over. Just lifted gently to the fielder.
Oh, wrong button. And it's gone.
A partnership of 68.
No justice. Oh,
For Khan and Kumar. Kumar's still there. He's on 55. Run rate of 4.4. Quite acceptable at this stage. 176 would be the
right, you ready?
projected score. Well, real time looked like slow motion. It was such a gentle shot. And Keegan picks up the second wicket for Pembroke Thirds in this Division 8 clash with Railway and Steam Packet Union.
Actually, no, that's it.
150 up in Anglesey Road. 8 wickets down. And Carter gets off the mark.
Nice one, Keegan.
So 7 for 1 is Keegan Shipp's figures. 97 for 2 are Railway's figures. $155 for 9 in Anglesey Road. First maybe in for a short finish.
Ollie Riley run out. Paul is still there.
9 wickets down now. Just where he likes it. Backed into a corner.
I did check. It was 8 the last game over there. Somebody still to come. We went in 10.
Well, we now have the sight of the 2 spinners in tandem. We are there. Neat piece of fielding. 3 added onto the total will mean that Railway Union will have reached a 100 for the loss of 2 wickets in this, the 23rd over. Oh, that's got to be worth a shout. It may have pitched outside. It may have hit him outside. I don't know what else could possibly be wrong here. It's hit him outside. Oh, has it? Height? Well, not out. No, oh, he's taken a nice caught and bowled. Carter can't believe it. He's played it back. And the catch is taken. A fine catch it is too. He is gobsmacked, the batsman. He's wondering, did it hit the ground? His partner saying, no, it was all fair and dandy. And that is a 3rd wicket. A partnership of just 4. Nice one-handed take by the bowler. Delight for him. And the spinner's working in tandem well.
This is the hard question.
Dora Dyer, the new batsman, as we see the LBW appeal. Yeah, it may have been on height.
Beyond. Beyond, bang, bang.
Put the next ball.
There we go. Oh, umpire ready to get out of the way. Kept his eyes on it all the way through. He was happy with the dismissal. Corradia is preparing himself for his first delivery. Very open stance. And he's bowled him. He has bowled him with the wrong one. The open stance, seeing that batsman in great difficulty to that delivery. And what a super, super ball that was. And it seems like Pure saying to Keegan, anything you can do, I can do again and again. Super, super delivery. Batsman absolutely gobsmacked as to what happened there. And he's on a hat-trick. After an opening partnership of 28 and a partnership of 68 for the second wicket, a partnership of 4 for the third wicket, and, well, 2 in 2. And now a hat-trick ball. Field has come in appropriately. We've seen many 2 in 2s in recent weeks. Only seen one hat-trick, and that wasn't a Pembroke player. Oh, and again, we see another opportunity slide away. Good delivery, though, for a hat-trick ball. All right. One wonders how much he knew about that. Back live. Well, a big over for Pembroke. 2 wickets coming in this over. First, the caught and bowled. And that's a fine catch. And then this, an absolutely cracking delivery. Foot doesn't really come across that front foot. He's left himself just waving a bat, and he waved it in the wrong place. And the ball crashing into the stumps. Keegan Ship again now.
Nice. Don't mind that, that's okay. It's okay. Oh.
A little bit of hesitation between the two batsmen. Well, that does bring Ray on strike. Such a good hat-trick ball as well.
Nice kick.
Going a bit shorter on this occasion.
Good boy.
Oh, the non-striker very keen to get down to the off-spinner's end.
Really good kick.
The wide delivery enticing the massive drive. Screwing the batsman up. Letting them get through for the single. These two have a bit of rebuilding to do from a Railway Union point of view.
Go ground, lads.
Paul Lawson once again proving to be the drop of Tabasco in the soup. Getting underneath the skin of Merion once again, I suspect. 165 for 9 now, Pembroke. Every run matters. Every run gives their bowlers a chance. Good over from Ship. Just the 3 runs coming from it. That had the sound of a Formula One car going through. Viram asking the umpire. Yeah, I don't think that was out. Oh, just out of his reach. Almost a second caught and bowled. But on this occasion, well, he's going to have to grow another good 6 inches or so, or improve his vertical jump. But that one just out of his reach. Up, 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 up. Yeah. Into his business now. Bamboozling batsman. Driven down the ground. Brings forth some applause. Con the barman has arrived. Makes the slow track up Cyril's way. Down on one knee. Looking to go to Cow. Going more mid-wicket. No, you. So my 225 not looking too ridiculous at the moment. Meanwhile, in the Premiership, Pembroke have been bowled out for 166. And Merion will be cock-a-hoop about that, I am absolutely certain. Who was the not-out batsman is the question.
Last out was Byron McDonough, LBW.
So Paul Lawson not out again.
Yes.
Cross-batted down the track.
Good gigs.
Again, Ship will be encouraged by that sort of miss shot.
Nice gig. Boy. Very good. Boy. Nice gigs.
Going through his over quite quickly is Keegan Ship. Just the 1 run coming so far.
Oh.
That one jumped and spat at the batsman.
Gig. I like that. Very good. Come on.
Watch how this just takes off into the batsman's gloves. Goes Fuller on this occasion.
Really good, Josh.
Josh Evans in the ring. Having dived once in a Taverners game in the last 2 weeks. I sincerely wouldn't recommend it, but Josh Evans doing a great job on this occasion. Down.
Three bowls, 3 calls, 3 LP, 1 release.
Another spinner into the attack now. Singh from the nursery end. Big appeal first up. Here it is again. Oh, probably hit him outside the line. That's all that saved him there. This one chipped over the boulder as well. Mike O'Reilly 4 for 29 today up in Anglesey Road. Cornelius both at 3 for 64. And Sebastian Dijkstra 2 for 26.
Excitement of a new season, huh? Getting out the gear together. Yeah.
Oh, just clearing the fielders in the ring. Will run away to the boundary quite handily after that.
1978 in there.
That's season, huh? So you get them. Put them on eBay. Get a fortune for them.
There's a whole pile of stuff.
Yeah. Now you'll have to do something. That's just hoarding, you know.
I think there's four youth teams getting run out.
Six. 6 bowlers used thus far.
8 balls, the only
That's a great way to start season.
it's all sorted.
Yeah.
I presume you're listening to them.
The only bit I think that's missing here.
Only bits of it.
I know.
I don't know if
Just
it
a
is
reminder,
now,
guys.
but it should be later on.
I don't know, but before you say anything, you don't want to.
No, sure, nobody cares about Moonstown anyway.
I may have to put the railway jumper on top for saying that now.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Well, 27 overs gone now. 113 for 4.
Yeah. Thanks for fun. He can be like for now. That's me. Those 2 infamous are really good bowlers. He's good. It's a lovely action.
Keegan Shipp continues into his 4th over. And a safe pair of hands from Bhushan right in front of us here in the commentary box. Gives Keegan Shipp a 2nd wicket. And another partnership comes to an end. This on the 27th, 28th over. Partnership of 13. And Ray has to depart with a big blow. He scored 3 off 14 deliveries. And finally, his patience ran out. He decided to take on the young off-spinner and just didn't get enough of it to clear Bhushan, who very quickly got himself into position. Safe pair of hands. That's why he's down here. And he does his job. And Shipp moves on to 2 from 11. 2 for 11 from 3.1. If any of the batsmen who have been dismissed are watching this on their phones in front of the clubhouse, if one of you would fancy coming down and having a chat for a few minutes, feel free, come on down.
Come in for the new lad.
Batsman who rank may not dare listen.
Well, that's the other part of it, of course. I don't want to call down the batsmen who haven't been in. That would not be
Next man in.
next man in, coming in from coming in from the commentary box.
You local rules. You can't go into bat unless you've
Done.
done a minute in advance on the commentary.
Yeah, no, okay, Naveen was selfish there.
1-1-3 for 5. Green, the left-hander, coming in to face his first delivery. Well, Slip can appeal for that. They'll be doing it by themselves. Naveen, he'll also be wanting to get on, have a little turn of the arm. Certainly plenty of bowling in this Pembroke attack today. Well, there was nearly all sorts of dismissals there. Catch, a run out at the non-striker's end.
Nice kick, very good. Good kick.
He's bowled him. He's bowled the left-hander. Lovely, lovely delivery. Green has to go. Third ball. And again, another over with 2 wickets in it. From the left-hander, not moving very much at all. And just clipping off stump. Enough to take the wicket. 6 down now. And wickets really falling in little clusters for Railway. Earlier on we had Keegan take his first and then Vihan take his 2 in the over. And now Keegan going 1 ahead by taking 2 in his over. They really have struggled. They were 96 for 1. And 18 runs later, they've lost 6 wickets. Three for 12 for Ship now. Oh, he's got another. 2 in 2 again. This one, beautiful line, beautiful length, and just the right amount of turn to bring it inside the bat and onto the off stump. Cracking, cracking delivery. 3 in the over, and he's on a hat-trick. 1-1-4 for 7. Well, it goes on. It gets worse for Railway. 96 for 1. 1-1-4 for 7. Well, for the second time in this match, the Pembroke spinner finds themselves on a hat-trick. 2 in 2. Can they make it 3 in 3? Well, the field very much in for Keegan Ship now. Left-hander facing. Adivakar to face the hat-trick ball. And faces it with a very straight bat. Well, what an over that was for Keegan. The 1 wide, 3 wickets. Nobody's going to mind about the wide. And that's the first the big blow down the ground. Ray had to depart. Next. Well, this is just a cracking delivery to Graham. Just clipping the top of off. Graham finding it hard to believe. Back live.
Not for long.
And there is the 2-in-2. Well, came back a long way, evaded the bat. Hat-trick ball, he was certainly staying well and truly behind, was the batsman. Singing to his... No, it was a very good hat-trick ball. I mean, he gave himself every chance, there's no doubt about that. But 3 in the 1 over. Kumar very much finding himself alone now. He's on 66. Seen quite a few partners come and go quite quickly. Adi Vakar, the latest in those. Tossed up nicely by Singh. Shah doing a neat piece of fielding. Just out beside the point umpire. Over pitched on this occasion, but the batsman can do nought. But is it back to bowler? Another over slips by. 29 gone now. 115 for 7.
Just because this is the hat-trick ball.
I mean, he gave himself a chance of LB. He gave himself a chance of a catch or not bowling him. So the batsman did well to keep that one out. Well, in the last 20 runs, Railway have lost 6 wickets.
Nice.
4 of those 6 falling to Keegan Ship.
Nice. Really good sub.
Sapsen ensuring no more than a single is taken. Going nowhere near where the batsman was actually intending, but he ended up getting it away towards square leg. Clouds high enough at the moment and broken up into individual clouds, which is always a better sign. Keegan Ship quickly into his work here.
Brilliant. You can actually go out. No, you're good.
Plenty of room on the leg side now for singles.
Oh.
And that's what he looks for, and that's what he gets.
Don't mind that kick. Roll up.
I'm not sure Pembroke had enough inside the circle, that delivery.
I definitely don't know the regs.
Oh, that's a super catch, a slip. Carthy gives it. Batsman's on his way. He'd only scored one. Ship picks up another. Well, another good over for Keegan Ship. 4 for 15 now. If he can pick up another two, he'll be on the leaderboard of best figures. And a nice deflection from the keeper, straight to first slip, and fair play to first slip for staying alert and taking the catch. Kumar still there. He's on 68. Whew. One ball remaining in his fifth over, and Keegan Ship has his fifer. If he could take another two in this innings, he would go to the top of the leaderboard. Nobody taking 7 in an innings for Pembroke so far this year. A couple of sixes. 3 sixes, I think. Can Keegan Ship join that number now? There's still 5 overs to go. It'll be a brave skipper who takes him off. And after 30 overs, the score 119 for 8. This is a cracking catch. Well done first slip, because staying alive and alert to that. Naveen going through the ups and downs of emotions there in front of you. You could see his disappointment when the keeper didn't get it, and then his delight when the fielder did. Oh, this one just gets past slip. It bounced in front of him anyway. They're coming back for a second. He's out, run out. Oh my goodness. Well, they hesitated to take the second. It was a late call. They went for it, and the throw was sufficient to see the wicket fall. And that is now 9 down with 119 on the board. It's been some collapse by this railway side. $95 for 1, 119 for 9. Well, it's been a great perseverance from the Pembroke bowling attack. The second wicket didn't fall until the 22nd over, and by the end of the 23rd over, Railway were 100 for 4, and now they find themselves 9 down. The chief destroyer, Keegan Ship, 5 for 15. Just 1 wicket remaining now in this Railway and Steam Packet Union innings. I like the idea of a steam packet. Kumar really has to look after the tail now, one feels. 1 wicket to go. He's going to be turning down singles all over the place. There's still, 9.5 overs to go. Even if you picked up 4 and over, be an extra, take you over 150. pounces onto a loose delivery there, adds 4 to his total, and more importantly to his team's total. And also will stop me using that statistic of 95 for 1. Well, good to see Brendan Ferris at home watching. And they'll be delighted. A couple of third teamers, captain and occasional third teamer Brendan Ferris. They take the single off the last ball of the over as Kumar does indeed start to look after Daly. Well, this partnership worth 7, which makes it the 4th biggest partnership in this railway innings.
Yeah. Go just behind square.
Keegan bowling so well.
Stop. You can be a little bit finer. Stop. Fine.
Keegan Shiv, of course, is going to continue.
Come on, Keith.
This is good kicks.
Or looking for the top edge into the keeper's gloves. How much longer will Kumar's patience last? Oh, that's got to be close. And he's given him. And Keegan Ship, 6 for 16. Well, 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 what an innings that has been. Railway Union, they came in and made a very slow and steady start. At 10 overs, they lost their first wicket and they were 28 for 1. They then put on a partnership of 68 to get themselves up to 96 for 1. And then it went all pear-shaped. 30 runs were scored. 9 wickets fell. Keegan Ship responsible for 6 of those wickets, with 6 for 16, as you can see on your screen, off 5.3 overs. Daly, the not-out batsman, and a final total from Railway at 4 and over of 126 all out. My goodness, a fine, fine performance from Pembroke's thirds, especially after that good opening couple of wicket stands. But then it just went pear-shaped. They brought the spinners on and they wreaked havoc, absolute havoc. And that is the 6th of Keegan Ship's 6 wickets today. Well, wicketkeeper absolutely convinced, and so was the umpire, and that was the end of the innings and the end of a fine spell from Keegan Ship. Well, the skipper's in France. Hope he's not lost in France. Did you know that Bonnie Tyler's funeral was yesterday? Anyway. Skipper in France watching this intensely, he says. Well, it's a good job he's in the passenger seat because they have managed to bowl Railway Union out for 126 in just 31.3 overs. Brendan Ferris also tuning in today. There is the Railway Union card. As I say, Kumar, he was there at the start. He was the last wicket to fall. 73, a patient innings It took him a while to get going. He took a light to a couple of bowlers, and then he finally fell to Keegan's ship whilst he was looking after the 10th wicket. Garg, he had a good start before Nair took out his stumps, and he was gone for 15. Khan made a nice 24, but the real story of the innings, apart from those three, is 1-0-3, 0-0-1, 2-1 not out. 6 extras is very creditable from a Pembroke point of view, and Railway reached 126 for 10. 6 bowlers were used, but the story is all about one. Keegan Shipp, 5.3 overs, and not a single maiden amongst them, but he didn't need them. He was taking wickets, and wickets galore. 6 for 16 at a run rate of just 2.91. Vihan Puri, well, he probably lost ground in the Spud Murphy Trophy with Shipp taking 6, but he pegged in there with 2 of his own. 2 for 36, and both coming in successive deliveries. Took a lovely caught and bowled for the first of those 2. Nair, with 3 maidens in his 6 overs, showed what a controlled start that Railway got off to. They weren't really scoring runs at will, but that's for sure. 1 for 10 for Nair, and Sep Sen 0 for 18 off his 5. You can see on the fall of wickets, I've said it time and time again, I won't say it again, unless I get a special request to do so. However, it's Noel bringing up next. There you go. You can see just the one big over, 12 coming from it, but most of the time they were struggling to score runs. Well, there you go. The dots just piled up on top of each other. 3 in and over for Keegan Shipp, 2 in and over for Puri, and lots of ones there as well. They got off to a slow start, accelerated away, but after 2 wickets fell, well, the rest was a bit of a horror story as far as Railway Union were concerned. Well, that's all we have for you from the first innings. We will be back with you for the second innings. We hope you will be back with us for the second innings, when Pembroke, third 11, will be looking for 127. They will have 40 overs to get it in, and they only need to do it at a rate of 3.17. Railway fielders already out practicing, checking their run-ups. And I'll have to do some bowling display just to protect 126. Just before you all switch off and go and put the kettle on, let me tell you the news from Anglesey Road.
Brian McDonough opens the bowling. Swapna Mogul, dot, bowled. Andre, dot, caught by Addison.
2 wickets in the first over. Modgill bowled. Andre caught Sheriff bowled. McDonough 2 for none. Merion 2 without a run on the board, 2 wickets down. It could end up being a cracker in Anglesey Road. Meanwhile, here we'll find out how this one's going to turn out. But we'll take a break for a few minutes. Well, it appears that Pembroke have bowled out Railway too soon for tea. And so we will see a few overs play with Pembroke batting, chasing that 1-2-7. Keegan Chip's figures still on screen for you. He's going to be cock-a-hoot with that, as will his parents. They've yet to know them to miss a game, so they'll be delighted with that. And that is the 6th in the bag.
Oh, not shoot. Come on, boy. Ashish.
Harsh Chowdhury will start the batting for Pembroke. Viran has now moved on to 45 wickets for the season. And Keegan Shipp has moved into second place on the list, overtaking Addison Sheriff. And he's on 42 wickets now. The gap very much closed between those two, though. It was 7, it's now 3. Fielder will come round and prevent the boundary, but 2 on the board for Pembroke straight away. Well, that's an early start for a second innings. Could be an early finish for us tonight, Niall.
You and your big mate.
Nice in-swinging delivery. Blackley keeps it out. His dad was playing here at Sydney Parade on Monday evening in the Timmy Crow Memorial game. That sounds more helicopterish, and it certainly is. Getting a lot of movement back into the batsman. It looks like the search and rescue. Sometimes the camera work Niall does just absolutely amazes me. Nicely clipped away to leg, decides against taking the run. He's moving the ball so much. LBW, it's going to be very tough for him to pick up. Bringing it back into the batsman each time. He's going to have to catch somebody really on their back foot. Chowdhury turning down the run, quite rightly so. This time it's left out on the offside. Blackley straight away with a straight bat puts it straight down to extra cover where the boundary is successfully reached. 4 on the board, 4 for Blackley, just taking advantage of the width on offer and playing a classical shot. Going across, missing legs, sir. You did hit him in front, but you're also moving it a long way. 7 without loss then. No, just thudding straight into the pad. You could still see off stick. May have hit him in line with leg, but it was going to miss leg, and miss leg by quite a while. Afternoon. Good. Well, in about 10 minutes, they're going to go off. It's 20 past 3, isn't it? What? Oh, hang on. This started at 1. 15:30. 2 hours. 2 hours 20. Maybe half an hour. You in a rush anywhere? Swan Lake. Left arm over.
So quiet here.
And they pick up everything. Young lad, left arm over. Chowdhury plays him down to third. Gets Chowdhury off the mark. Coradia, we saw him with the bat briefly earlier on. Young lad, left arm over. Always an advantage. Well, perceived to be anyway. Asking the umpire, in pleading, pleading, just pleading with the umpire for the decision. That one's got more of a chance. Again, the umpire deciding it's going across him too much. He's out the front foot, has a bit to travel. Oh, much better length, but pitched outside leg. Oh, and the simplest of catches given by Blackley on the offside. It just pushed at that and it popped up off his bat. And the first wicket falls with 8 on the board. And certainly not the start that Pembroke were looking for. They would have liked to have got to tea without a wicket. And this one just pushed at and landed safely in the hands of the fielder. Meanwhile, in Anglesey Road, I can tell you the score is now 14 for 2. Merion in pursuit of Pembroke's subpar 166. Not out batsman, of course, Paul Lawson. The man, the myth. Well, that's brought Bhushan Bavaskar to the crease, a leading run scorer in the Leinster Leagues in recent weeks. We're playing Railway here. Railway resplendent in their canary yellow and green. Pembroke in the traditional black and red. I just wish we could all go back to wearing white. Blackley's wicked again. He won't want that replayed too many times. So 2 overs done, 8 for 1. Chowdhury to face, 1 slip in place, quite wide. Question being whether that slip and wicketkeeper can cover that gap. If they're confident they can, why not? Nothing nicer for a batsman than seeing a ball fly between the two of them. Again, plenty of in-swing for Aswell. Full toss just played back to the bowler. I don't know about the batsman, but my heart was in my mouth for a second there. I thought he just lifted it back to him. Called through by Bavaskar for the single. Decided he's seen enough of the bowling from the non-striker's end. Wants to have a go himself now. So, Swan Lake, RDS, 3 arena. Oh gosh. In the air, clears the fielder, will run away to the extra cover boundary, and Bhushan Bavaskar off the mark with a boundary. Saw the width, took it on, cleared the fielder, and immediately brings a change in the field. Slip as you see him, he's gone. That was like a magic trick. Once he's there, and then he's not. He's been put into the ring on the offside to try and cover that shot. Again, it's a prodigious amount of in-swing that this bowler is getting. 3 overs gone, 13 without loss. Comparison, Railway at this stage had scored 1 run. It was a strange sort of innings Railway had.
It goes with a good shot, but not a single. Well done.
Well,
Ball.
plenty of encouragement from this Railway side in these first few overs. Important overs for Railway, only defending 1-2-6. We've seen Pembroke and Sydney Parade in particular being a source and a home of many, many high-scoring innings this year. Perhaps the rain last night making a difference as Chowdhury drops one past the keeper. And they take the single. Oh. Fielder standing right next to microphones. if you get any sudden jumps in spikes in volume.
Oh,
That's just played away into an open field. They can get through for one. They won't take a second. Throw is errant, but the backing up is adequate.
boy. Boy.
Steady start this from Pembroke. Opening bowling has been good. Bavaskar cooling. Throw is errant. Bavaskar again, very alert to the chance. Chowdhury it is who gets down to the striker's end. He's the one who called the runs. Every opportunity, every run. Throw right over the top of the wicketkeeper. Let Chowdhury call a second. Another one, full toss, just played into the leg side. And a good over for Pembroke. 5 coming from it. 18 for 1 after 4. What time did the ballet kick off at, and what time did you drop them off at? Oh, that's got alarm. It means they won't be stopping off in the bar for a shift one. Close to the edge of the bat on this occasion. Nice step forward, nice swing of the bat. Brings forth a nice boundary. Chowdhury onto that one like a flash. And again, Pembroke scoring a lot of runs through extra cover from this bowler. He just brings it in there and it meets the middle of the bat and disappears off. 4 runs resulting. Harsh Chowdhury, the happiest person in your picture, and the bowler possibly the unhappiest. The DIY club still going this morning, this afternoon, and probably this evening. Cloud cover is total. No sign of the sun today, but no sign of any rain either, so we'll take that. Ground, as you can see at the nursery end, still parched, although the St John's end seems to have picked up a nice bit of colour, as has Cyril's Way. But behind square at the nursery end, well, it could do with some more water. One thing I have noticed on the ground is there's a water leak in that corner, because there's a patch of grass over there that is emerald green and long. And that patch, I think, signifies that there might be a leak. Came off the bat, I think. And so does the umpire. Nice shot again on the offside. This one more to the covers than extra. But again, a swinging bat brings forth its own reward. And Pembroke move on to 28 for 1. That one failing to come back in for the bowler, just wobbled really. And it gave the width that Chowdhury was looking for. Bavaskar was looking for. Please edit in your own response. 1 ball left in the 5th over. 10 having come from this over already. And it could be that this will be the stage that the railway captain will decide to juggle his resources and see if his spinners can do the same damage. That one's going to be signalled wide. In fact, if I'd been the railway captain, I probably would have opened up with spinner, if not 2. Saw how effective Pembroke spinners were. Devastating is more the word, actually. Again, looking for that extra cover slot, missing it on this occasion, going a bit too straight, but taking the single. And that is the end of the over. 5 gone, 30 on the board. Best over by far for Pembroke there. Oh, Merion now find themselves 30 for 3 in pursuit of 167. Byron McDonough took the first 2 wickets. Who's taken the third now? Byron McDonough, our latest and 8th international, caught by Danny Hogan behind the stumps. And that's with 6.5 overs gone. Sebastian Dexter, fine batsman, and he's now gone. Oh. Beautifully displayed away. He takes his single.
Sorry, bhaiya.
Well, 3 wickets down, isn't that a bonus point or 2 there now? And you've got a little dialogue box has come up. Oh, nicely played away. He is playing through the offside so well today, Chowdhury. Seeing the ball like a melon. Not quite a watermelon, but maybe a honeydew, that sort of size. It's putting it away just as efficiently. Runs required per over. Dropped well below 3 now. Wow. The left-hander goes short. Chowdhury says, no, not having that, and puts it away behind square on the leg side for a lovely boundary. 2 boundaries in 2 deliveries. Just can't afford to go that short. Pitching outside leg. Coming into the batsman. You must be about to bowl.
Correct, that's correct.
Well, another big over for Pembroke here.
For the weekend also.
As the weekend is playing Croke Park. What sort of crowd would that be? Yeah, no, it's 70 if you 70 for wow. Suppose if you're filling the pitch as well. Pitch usually only holds 30. Another one cracked through the offside. The left-hander again straying, and Chowdhury onto it straight away. 3 boundaries in a row. Pembroke move on to 43 for 1. Yeah, that's if you fill up all the way round, but they won't do all the way round. They'll take one end for the stand, and that takes about 1/3 off the sides as well. He's gone short again. This one comes off the edge of the bat, but it still runs to the boundary again. 4 boundaries in a row. And Correa not having the greatest of overs, even though this one did bring forth the edge. I did wonder about the gap between wicketkeeper and first slip. And that's why first slip never covering the gap. And that one runs away for a 4th consecutive boundary. 1 ball left in the over. 17 off it so far. He goes round the wicket and it's just kept out. 17 is quite enough for me, says Chowdhury. He's on 27 now from 20 deliveries. Bavaskar 11 off 7, and Pembroke, after what was a fabulous over, 47 for 1. First slip was never getting that. It's far too wide. Well, we do see a change of bowling now. I did suggest that this might happen early, as the Railway Union skipper has to look through his resources and see what else he can throw at these two. They came together when the score was 8. They've put on 39 now and have done so exceptionally quickly. That wicket fell at the end of the second over. And in 4 overs, they've put on 39. Firmly sent back by Chowdhury. Seaver from the St John's end, and that one has gone a long way and has gone for 6. Bavaskar not hanging around, not letting the bowler settle, comes down the track, takes him on and takes him on straight, and it goes for the maximum. Bavaskar now 17 off just 9 deliveries, coming down the track to the bowler, taking him on, trusting his hands. Much better delivery down at the feet.
Come back, Surya bhai. Come on, Surya. Nice one, buddy. Come on.
This one he just allows to go through to the keeper. Expecting something a bit shorter there, one felt, by the way he rocked back onto his back foot.
Come on, Surya.
Oh, it's got through the fielder. That's sloppy from the Railway player. He'll be disappointed with that. His bowler will be none too pleased.
Come on, Railway.
1 ball left in the 7th over now. Pembroke already past the half-century mark. That's come off a hand, and considering how cool it is today, that's going to be a bit sore. It's going to get the blood flowing anyway. And first over going for just the 7 runs.
How long?
Yeah, come on.
2 overs.
So you're going at 1/4 to, is it? Or 22? Oh, so 1 over, and then we can start an over.
So, and after that over, they won't have done.
Oh, they all carry radios these days. The umpires. Me? No, no. He did that once with Amanda. It's amazing how quiet people become when they see a camera with a microphone. It was all, oh!
Hold on.
No. No. She was just recording onto a card, but with a camera that she was holding. Oh, nice shot. The fielder will get round to it. It will only be a single. Graham is the new bowler from the nursery end. They were always going to make a change at that end after 17 to come off the previous over. And of course, as I said, spinners were Pembroke's route to success. The Railway trying to follow that same route, but at the moment without the same success, as Bavaskar powers away another boundary, and 22 off 14 for him, and 59 for 1. It's in the air, but it bounces before the fielder. He's sitting back on the ring. And after some of the shots we've seen previously, you don't blame him for doing so. But it does mean that that one falls short of him. And Pavaskar survives. Always looking to be positive is Bhushan. It's a tight field on the offside. However, no boundary rider on either boundary as Railway go in search of a wicket. And Bhushan is one who does like to use the full width of the bat. Cuts that one away, stopped by a fielder in the ring, and very well done, sir. Well, the end of the 8th over, and the score with 5 coming from that over, 59 for 1. Just cut away, and as I say, a fine piece of fielding. So heavy. That 7 runs came off his first over. This one picked up just inside the boundary. But it does mean Pembroke reached 60. I suggest if you're having to move the thing holding it, it would be very cold. I have jumpers and coats in the car, by the way, if you are cold. Bit shorter from the bowler. Oh, it's time to put them in the car. It's definitely been a change, although they say better days are ahead. Oh, was that a chance? It was certainly from the reaction of the Railway players it was. Oh, it hit his hand. Yeah. Again, going for the shorter delivery, not really getting up though. Chowdhury on top of it. Pembroke will be more than happy with the way things are going. There's the chance, just outside his reach perhaps, maybe fingertips. He knows it. Live. Well, Chowdhury realising the camera stream wasn't quite ready for him, just keeps that one out. And at that stage, the players are heading off to the pavilion. That will be tea. Pembroke are 61 for 1. 9 overs have been bowled. Pembroke going along at quite a nice rate. They only need another 66 after the tea break. And we hope that you'll join us for that in half an hour's time.
I was about to say
Welcome back to Sydney Parade. Pembroke resume on 62 for 1. It's been a strange day's cricket. Railway, well, they came into bat first, and after the first 5 overs, they scored 3 runs. Off the first 10, they scored 28 before they lost a first wicket. The second wicket partnership of 68 then took the score up to 96, whereupon they lost a second wicket. In fact, they lost the next 9 wickets for 30 runs. All out for 126. Pembroke now 62 for 1 in reply. It requires 65 more runs. Oh, chance off the first ball. Well, well, well. Bavaskar picks up 2, but he's fortunate to be there at all. Shot with not enough power, not enough height, and it went to the fielder, but burst through his outstretched hands above his head. Hands went up, and couldn't deflect it enough. And Bavaskar again, this time cutting away to the offside, where the boundary rider will keep it at a single. Somebody sawing wood in the background. I see a new fence going up down outside the chapel, just beyond Michael Sharp Corner. I think the neighbours are trying to keep out a few more cricket balls. This one played away easily for a single inside the ring. With them having already, I suspect that we will be talking about the 25th over for drinks. Wide ball outside the off stick. And followed by another wide. Well, he's trying to keep this away from Bavaskar. This one more in line. And he's out, run out. Annoyed with himself and no one to blame but himself. Bavaskar run out for 26. And Pembroke lose their second wicket with the score on 68. The partnership of 60 comes to an end. Pushed it out on the leg side, expected it to beat the fielder, it didn't. He headed off at a rate of knots. The throw was good, it was direct, and he was out. The umpire giving the decision. 68 for 2 in pursuit of this 127 for victory. This is a much better angle. Fielder picks it up cleanly in his left hand, transfers to his right, hits the stumps, and is delighted with himself, and so he should be. Fine run out. 68 for 2, and Bavaskar departs. 59 required. And that is the end of the 10th over, and the score has moved on to 68 for 2. First over after the tea break. Such a dangerous time, of course, first over after a break. "30 overs remain, 59 runs required." It looks like the leg spinner is going to reappear, this time at the St John's end. Perhaps feeling that he wants the big offside boundary. Evans, the next man in. Has been in good form with the bat during the year. Owen Green from the St John's End. Well, the Railway fielders have been rejuvenated by tea, but mainly by the fall of the wicket. Josh Evans, the new batsman. And he's not hanging around. He picked that one on length and fired it out to Cow Corner. Nobody riding the boundary from Michael Sharp Corner all the way round to, well, Michael Sharp Corner. Just the one man out, and he was nowhere near that. Once it cleared the ring, it was 4 runs. This time played out through the ring on the offside, and that also will find the boundary, and Evans is off like he's got a rugby match to go and watch. Marion 73 for 3 now in pursuit of 166. They'll be feeling quite good about how that's going. Another big shot from Evans, another boundary. He's taken a liking to the bowling of Grehan and ends that over with 3 boundaries. Tossed up wide, full toss, and Evans not one to miss out with the short arm punch through the offside, and it ran away for another 4. 12 off the over. A good over for Pembroke. They've now moved on to 80 for 2. Evans already has moved on to 12 from just 6. And Chowdhury, who's been there since the start, 30 from 30. 11 overs gone. And Pembroke need just 47 runs to complete victory here. And we can all go to the bar and watch the Springboks and the All Blacks. Hull City beat Manchester United today.
That meant to be a shock.
I believe Arsenal beat Coventry last night, and that's my involvement with the Premier League until about April now. Just ignore it completely. Oh, tossed up wide, beats everybody. It's going to be signalled wide. The fielder will chase it down before it reaches the boundary. Goes to his knees to do so. And it's signalled as wide delivery. That'll be 3 onto the score. Pembroke's target just dropping all the time. Plenty of overs in which to get these runs, 28 and a half to be exact. Short, back over the bowler's head. Not enough power to reach the rope, but enough power for Chowdhury to get down to the non-striker's end. Evans batting at strike rate of 200 at the moment, playing himself in nice and gently today. South Africa 3-0 up, courtesy of a penalty. Chowdhury more than willing to take on the arm of the fielder. Evans safely down to the other end. Full toss. Evans onto it. The fielder, oh sorry, Chowdhury onto it. And he's disappointed with himself. Not doing better. But it's the end of the over. He will retain the strike as a result of the single. 6 off the over. 86 for 2. By comparison, Railway were 31 for 1. Another change of bowling. Youngster coming into the attack now.
Thought that might be the case. Pembroke.
Highest strike rate in the club, and ahead of Tin Tector. That's some good going.
On you go.
Josh Evans, 5 matches, 5 innings, all at a strike rate of 165. Fairness, he's also scored 154 runs, so it's not like he's done it in 1 innings and skipped away. 5 games, striking at just under 200 at the moment. Hugo Daly, we saw him coming in at number 11. He was the not-out batsman in that innings of 126 all out.
On you go, come on, ready, no way.
The young lad, Hugo Daly, getting plenty of encouragement.
On you go.
His first over. Just a bit full to Chowdhury. Chowdhury pushes it out to mid-wicket and picks up the boundary. Takes him on to 36, takes Pembroke into 91. Brings the run required down into the 30s.
On you go, always man, next one.
Evans calls through for the single. Chowdhury complies. New Zealand have scored a try.
The all-time list.
Wow. That's a big shot from Evans. He's not hanging around. Number 2 on the all-time since records began list. And Evans really got hold of this one. It was a full toss and he was quick onto it and he's put it away. And that is a cracking shot.
On you go.
98 on the board. Evans moves on to 19 from just 8 deliveries. Very definitive call from Evans on this occasion.
Good line, come on.
Sends his partner back. 12 off the over so far. No need for any risks. 1 ball remaining.
On you go.
I don't remember
No.
some other familiar names.
And the over finishes with a dot ball. Just the 12 from it then. 98 for 2 from 13 overs. And these two have put on 30. They came together 3 overs ago. Comparison score, 37 for 1. Pembroke just need another 29. It just goes to show what a collapse Railway suffered from. And it really has seen Pembroke capitalising here. It is giving the Railway captain a chance to try out a lot of bowlers. You're not catching that, sir. The cry of catch it in vain. And that brings up 100 for Pembroke and just 25 required now at less than a run and over. Conversion missed in Johannesburg. That leaves the score South Africa 3 and New Zealand 5.
On the day. The day.
Bit too short. Hit out to the fielder though, and the fielder's put it down, and that will let Chowdhury get through for the single. He's into the 40s. He's trying to give a half century away here. He's hit that straight at the fielder. It was low to the ground, but it's the sort of catch you want to be taking if you're only defending 126. Evans uncharacteristically playing a defensive shot. Good to know he has them. Oh, beautiful late touch to that one. Not hitting it too quickly to the fielder. Lets him get through for the single. And one ball left in the over. Kept out, 104 for 2, 6 coming from the 14th over. He'll be disappointed, really, not taking that. He got down into place, got his hands to the ball, just couldn't hang on. Well, Hugo Daly to continue from the St John's end. Oh, it's in the air. It's there a long time. The fielder's swirling around for it. He hasn't got to it. It wasn't the shot Evans wanted to play. It was a loose shot. He wouldn't have been surprised if he'd got out to it because he really didn't put that where he wanted. He's reaching for it. He's cut underneath it. Now, as it happens, he was lucky it was swirling around. The fielder couldn't get a bead on it, couldn't get steady, and it fell to the turf and evaded the fielder's hands. Well, that's a nice ball from Daly, but Evans equal to the task. Just pushing it into the leg side and taking his single. Chowdhury now 42 from 42. Just 20 runs required. And that's 4 of them through extra cover. As I say, a favoured shot of the Pembroke batsmen today. A lot of them have been looking for that. I can now tell you it's 8-5 in Johannesburg in favour of the box. Mr. Hoosen carrying well for a try. A conversion is taken. 10-5. New Zealand find themselves down now. Daly just dragging that one across the batsman. Played it out to square leg. There is a fielder down there. Just take the single. Chowdhury now just one shot away from a half century.
On you go.
Well, that short arm down towards us here, where it's one bounce. One bounce 4. Takes Evans on to 27. Takes the score to 116. That's just power personified. It was a full toss, and Evans took it on. He could have put it anywhere he wanted to, and he aimed for us. He's not even listening to what we're saying about him. Another one high in the air off the full toss, and again it clears the fielder. It gets pulled up inside the rope by a nifty bit of footwork, but they get through for 2 quite comfortably. It's the end of the over. Here we go. Football skills. Oh, one of the better sets of skills we've seen with feet this season. Daly gets to the end of his second over. The score now 118 for 2. And by comparison, after 15 overs, Railway were 50 for 1. These two now have put on a 50 partnership and have done it in 5 overs. Neither one of them particularly hanging around. Evans has now reached 29. Chowdhury to face is on 47. And how he'd love to reach a half century. He gave a chance last over. He'd be hoping just to take his half century home with him for the weekend. It's played away, past the field up. He's going to get 1, he's going to get 4. And that is his half century. He gets there on the 45th delivery. He's delighted, not as delighted as his captain in France will be. I'm sure the drive from Pembroke to Toulon must be nearly over now. After Toulouse, not Toulon. Chowdhury now wanting the red inker. Lets that one go through to the keeper. Just 5 runs required now. Oh, it's a big shot in the air, and it's again the fielder has unable to get close enough to take the catch. A couple more steps forward, it would have been the simplest of catches. As it was falling towards his feet, and he just couldn't get there in time. He's trying to keep his eye on it, trying to get his hands down, and it comes off his foot. And despite the batsman's cry of, oh no, they survive. Well, that's another 1 bounce 4, this time more off an edge than the face of the bat. But Evans won't mind because that sees the game done. And it's a no ball as well. Does that mean that Evans gets a free hit first ball next game? I don't think so. 128 for 2. Pembroke reached their target, having won by 8 wickets. And in no small part due to the half century by Harsh Chowdhury. However, he won't be our man of the match today. There's only one man that can be, and that's the destroyer of the Railway Union middle and lower order, Keegan Shipp. 6 for 16 today. Figures he will be absolutely delighted with. Well, 6 for 16 is the 4th time 6 wickets have been taken by a bowler. Two of them have been by Keegan Ship. And he now holds second and fourth place in that list. Previously, he had 6 for 36. Addison Sheriff with 6 for 35. And Vihan Pure 6 for 12. So 6 for 16 will slip into second on that list. And there is the railway card from the first innings. They did get off to a decent start. 96 for 1. 126 all out. Well, when wickets started falling, they started falling quickly, and Ship was the main destroyer. Just the 6 extras, and many congratulations to Badal Kumar for his 73 and Kizar Khan with 24. They had a partnership of 68 for the second wicket, but other than that, there wasn't really much there. The Pembroke bowling figures, well, 6 bowlers were used. How many were needed when you've got Keegan Ship taking 6 for 16 in 5.5 overs? Pure with 2 for 36 and Rian Nair with 1 for 10, who took that first wicket to fall. Well, you can see on the board in front of you, the fall of wickets was quite consistent once they got through the first 2. In response, Pembroke were looking for 127. They got 128. That doesn't mean they missed their target. It means they surpassed it. Harsh Chowdhury at the top with 52 not out from just 47. Phil Blackley gave a soft dismissal. He said so himself at tea. And Bavaskar, well, he ran himself out and has nobody else to blame for that. Josh Evans came in and bludgeoned 33 from just 17 deliveries, and it saw Pembroke home to 128 for 2 in just the 25th over. 13 extras conceded by Railway, figure in excess of Pembroke's. Well, they did try 7 bowlers. Only 1 had any success. Devam Koradia, 1 for 23. The other wicket fell in a run-out. Bavaskar running himself out unnecessarily. And other than that, well, you can see that there was a 60 partnership for the second wicket and indeed a 70 partnership for the unbroken third. 60 wicket. Yeah, 60 partnership. Yeah. So that is this game for you. Pembroke reaching their target well in advance. And in fact, 32 plus, what are we talking, 15? 47, 47 over game. Keegan Ship, player of the match, 6 for 16. And if anybody wanted to vote for anybody else, they weren't allowed to. That's Keegan's game, 6 for 16. Fabulous performance. He'll be delighted with that. Oh, I know he's delighted with it. I've already spoken to him. There is your match summary. Pembroke thirds beat Railway Union fourths in a Division 8 game by 8 wickets. Our next broadcast here on Pembroke Cricket Live is liable to be tomorrow when the twos are at home. Harish, I think, is umpiring, plus anybody else who fancies a go.
Umpiring?
Not umpiring, commentating. You can come and umpire as well if you want. I'm sure the LSU won't be too upset. So, next broadcast tomorrow. Our very best of luck to the first 11 who are plodding away up in Merion, in Anglesey Road. Merion now need 55 for victory. They've got plenty of time to get them in. It's all about can they keep the partnerships going. And they certainly have done so far. And John Anderson and Stephen Doheny, 2 fine batsmen who will probably see Merion close to home there. That's it from me and from Niall. So from us, a very good evening. And again, we hope you'll join us again soon on Pembroke Cricket Live. Good night.